So August of 2021, I visited the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo with my mother, and I made this YouTube video for my channel. I just made really cringy animal jokes on my mother all day. I've always loved the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo ever since I first visited it as a preteen, and its exhibit designs and its mission of being a leader of animal care and conservation and captive breeding and connecting the public, with animals. And if I went back in time a year ago to my 22 or 23-year-old self and told him that I would end up interning at Cheyenne Mountain Zoo, past me would be completely flabbergasted. My internship at the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo spanned from August 17th to a few days ago, October 2nd, and within that 7-week time frame, I was interning at the African Rift Valley, where I had the chance to work with 16 different species: Abyssinian ground hornbills, southern ground hornbills, meerkats, rock hyraxes, leopard tortoises, spurred tortoises, black and white colobus monkeys, Cape porcupines, Cape vultures, cattle egrets, crested guinea fowl, Grant's zebras, red river hogs, and even a handful of not African animals, the mountain tapir, Muscovy ducks, and Rocky Mountain goats. My days interning at the ARV mostly started off in the basement, where we would prepare diets for all different animals and spend the rest of the morning either cleaning stalls, or we'd go up top to take care of the Kafan the mountain tapir, or the colobus monkeys, or the mountain goats, or the meerkats up by the elephant and rhino exhibits. Every day by 11:30 to roughly noon, we would serve out lunches for the red river hogs, like waffles, the Cape porcupine, and hay nets for the two zebras, Wenbei and Majambi. It was during these roughly 30-minute time frames that we had every day where we fed the animals. It was when I completed the majority of my GGIs, which stands for Get Guests Involved. I had to complete as an intern, which usually involved me offering the guests to, throw some food for the animals, especially when children were next to the river hog or porcupine exhibits. And of course, I would answer any questions that the guests had regarding the animals, especially when we did target training for the zebras. I would share facts about the zebras with the guests, and I would answer their questions. And then after that, we'd spend an hour taking our own lunch breaks. And for the rest of the day, until the zoo closes at 5, we would do more of the same, finishing up, preparing diets, and making enrichment for waffles and the ground hornbills, which mostly consists of us putting their food into cardboard boxes, which is very enriching for the animals, because enrichment is very important for all zoo animals, because it's stimulating, it's good for their physical and mental health. And of course, keeping the place clean, and we'd all go home at roughly 5 o'clock. Whenever we had some spare time, we would happily meander around the zoo and check out the other exhibits. With such a wicked time that I had within the 7 weeks of my internship, it's very difficult for me to choose a singular favorite memory I had at the African Rift Valley. But I'll say my 4 favorite memories of being an intern at Cheyenne Mountain Zoo were on my first day when I met Kafan the mountain tapir, my first time target training the zebras, sitting in on the Red River Hoglets gender reveal party this past September, and pretty much any time when I got to prepare enrichment for waffles, the porcupine, or the ground hornbills. The Cheyenne Mountain Zoo is extremely blessed to be one out of 2 zoos in all of America to have mountain tapirs, and Kafan, being the giant nostril puppy that he is, he loves to get scratched in between the ears, on the cheeks, and under the chin. I've even seen Kafan go into something called a tapir trance, where if you pet him long and hard enough, he starts drooling and his tongue is sticking out and he's just having a blast. And our 2 zebras get fed a total of 10 pounds of grass hay on a daily basis. I was there for Majambi's 18th birthday back on August 25th, and on his special day, we made him a little birthday cake, which was a mixture of Cheerios and applesauce, and he was not impressed. After working part-time at my local zoo when I was 18, and after this being my 4th internship at an AZA accredited zoo, the biggest word of wisdom I can give to any aspiring zookeepers is do not be picky with whatever species they are offered, whatever species you get to work with, as all animals are amazing animals to work with, and every animal, regardless of species, is distinct with their personalities and their amazing traits. As well as understanding that just like the animals that they provide a living for, every zoo is an individual zoo and runs things differently and has different policies and different roles to play in saving animals both in the wild and in captivity. I've always known that zookeeping is far more than just feeding animals and cleaning exhibits all day. It is a lot of hard work and it's very competitive, but I have never had a doubt in my mind that I've been going for the right career ever since preschool. To all the animals at the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo and my fellow zoo interns and all the wonderful staff members that I met at the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for everything, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed making it.